Welcome back. Well, a very topsy-turvy ride for the Nifty because we saw that sudden fall from the highs, and now it's back again above that 26,000 mark. So we'll have to watch out whether this trend continues in the last 1 hour of trade, especially Nifty. It is significantly off the lows of the day, but at those levels, it's seeing some up and down. But let's talk about a lot of action that we've been seeing in the primary market. We have a new kid on the block. Automotive component supplier Tenneco Clean Air makes a stellar debut. Sudarshan is here with more details on the listing price, valuation, and what the company's financials look like. Sudarshan.
So Tenneco Clean Air has got listed on stock exchanges today, made a healthy listing at a premium of 27%. Listing price was around rupees 505 per share versus issue price of around rupees 397 per share. The company is a part of US headquartered company Tenneco Group and mainly has two verticals: clean air and powertrain solutions. That forms nearly 58% of revenue, and the second vertical is advanced ride technologies, which forms nearly 42% of total revenue. If you talk about the IPO details, it was 3,600 crore issue size. It was entirely OFS issue and was subscribed almost 59 times, and company had offered around 6.7 crore shares and had got bid for almost 400 crore shares. In FY25, revenue was down 11%, while EBITDA had increased by 33%, with passenger vehicles forming largest chunk of revenue with 63% share. Now, what's going forward? So, company is expecting export contribution to increase from the current level of 5%. Also, premiumization is going to aid the growth. And now, with change in the emission norms, company expects content per vehicle to increase. Let's listen in what management had to say.
We have very strong tailwinds. So one is we are sitting on the India Inc. story, right? So already 4 to 6% of growth we're going to see simply because of India's growth and the market growth rate. But beyond that, we have three strong tailwinds. One is content per vehicle growth from legislation, emissions legislation, and premiumization of shock absorbers. So from a clean air powertrain business, the legislation will help us, whether it's BS6 going to BS7, CAFE norms coming in, TREM 4 going to TREM 5, or on the premiumization side, because SUVs are getting premiumized very rapidly, and so the move from static to dynamic suspension is also happening very rapidly. So we expect to get a nice boost from growth from just pure content per vehicle increase. Exports is going to grow way faster, simply because we're starting from a lower base, and because the tailwinds within exports are so favorable to us right now. We think that we're going to be, again, I cannot give you the exact numbers, but very fast growth in exports. We are noticing that the end consumers and OEMs now want ride quality to be one of their key differentiators, right? And you can see that across all the Indian OEMs. So 95+% of the Indian market is conventional shock absorbers. Now we see, in fact, I would say even higher than 95%. But now what's happening is the market's moving very aggressively towards like frequency-dependent damping, and I would say even more like, let's call it semi-active suspension to even active suspension. So I think that journey is helping our content to go from X to anywhere from 3X to 4X, and in some cases even 6X, depending on the kind of technologies being used.